What's up, guys? Patreon request today from Dave. Dave coming in hot with the creepiest drawing for Halloween. So this is a Dead by Daylight character horror video game. This is The Twins. So it's like a woman with what looks like a conjoined twin or something coming out from her body, right? So real creepy. But it's Halloween, so let's go. Landscape page, use a pencil and eraser, and hit pause if I go too fast. So we're going to start with her eyes, and they're quite small, right? Because I wanted to fit in the little guy coming out of her chest down here, right? So let's start with, I'll get her eyebrows in, I think, first. Eyebrows or eyes? We'll go with eyebrows first, right? So they're quite big. So we'll go center point, right? About here, come up. We get the eyebrows in. I'll do the eyebrows and then I'll zoom in for you. Looks like she's got kind of a unibrow thing going on as well. So let's just go for this, right? So we'll bring it across and up. To here, right? Wavy sort of line, right? Like that. And then this kind of spikes up here. And then comes right down, real skinny, back down to the front. Okay, the other eyebrow over here, and they're kind of connected, so you could have some extra sort of hairs in the middle or something. And then the other one, just right beside, just will go along here and down. Her head's slightly tilted, I think, as well. But you could do it straight if you wanted. Right, basically this kind of shape for the eyebrow. They don't have to be the exact same either. Horror characters can be kind of disfigured and stuff. She seems to have some there's like a scar and some wrinkles and stuff just along her brow. Right, so I'll zoom in now. We'll do the features of her face. So just below the eyebrows, we have her eye, right? So we'll go up diagonal, just there, kind of, the eyes will be kind of in the middle of her eyebrows. And then this will go down, right? And she's got this like big sort of furrowed brow, right? So this curves around back here. What I mean by furrowed brow is like wrinkles sort of on her head, just there. Like you can't see her eyelid or her eyelashes or anything. So then this will go in and curve back to the other side of the eye, under there. And you could see her tear ducts just in there. Maybe a bit of an eyelid line or something here. Quite small eyes. And her iris just comes down here. Like that, right? She doesn't seem to have a pupil that I can see. She just has white eyes, I think. Am I right about that? Did I zoom in? Oh, there is. There's like a line there. A faint one. Right, so we'll just do a faint. It's white as well, right? But there's like this faint sort of circle line. You know, it's just like she's blind or something, so it's like cloudy inside there. It's not black. All right, so the other eye, same sort of thing again, right? So about eye distance, you know, the width of her eye will fit in between. Next eye will start about there as well. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same. Right, about like that. Then this again will curve around here, up the side of her eyebrow. Okay, and we'll do tear duct. down around to the other side. Iris, circle coming down just from her top eyelid line. Tear duct in there, of course. And then this sort of dark circle that's there. It's kind of like cloudy. And maybe like a little eyelid line or something in there. And then like, you know, textures just around the eye, sort of bags under her eye and stuff. Light lines, nothing major. Right, just like that. So then for the nose, right, so coming down sort of from her eyebrow on the side here, you'll have two sort of lines like that. And then the bridge of her nose comes down this way. Right, so this will keep going sort of around the tip of her nose. Sort of curve around lightly there. Maybe like a little bit on this side. You don't have to draw too much for the nose, you know, you just have to sort of suggest these sort of bumps and stuff. Right, and then her nostrils, so they kind of go up, down here, up, down there. And you can kind of darken them up. So there's many ways of drawing noses now. This is just the way I like to do it with realistic characters. We're going to join the nostril together in the middle. So like kind of here, just go down and around. Right, like that. And then the nostrils will come out from the side, so they'll come around up to here. So the skin for those nostrils. All right, and then maybe some sort of lines just here, like on the side of her, the bridge of her nose, just some light sort of, just to show the nose kind of sitting on her face there. So she has like a cleft lip or something, does she? She's a big top lip anyway, but say like downturned kind of mouth, right? So say like down here, about here. Mouth is kind of semi-open, right? So it goes like up, down in the middle, back down here. It's an odd shaped thing now. This is the line for the middle. And then she has this thing coming down to her top lip like here. And then her top lip will kind of go down this way. There might be like some wrinkles and stuff. Alright, and something coming down the side of her face there. Okay, so bottom lip, quite small. Just here. And her mouth is a little bit open, right? So I'm just going to open this. So just open that and color it. Just shade it dark inside. Just because there's shadow in there. Just put a dimple on the end there. Okay, so unusual mouth now. So what we can see for her chin, right? She's got this small sort of round kind of chin, right? A couple of chins sort of. So coming around here, and it kind of joins her face. Bit of a shadow underneath this bottom lip, right? And so this kind of becomes her neck, right? So her chin kind of has skin beside it, right? That joins her neck. So she doesn't really have a jaw. right? She has a real round sort of soft face that kind of joins her neck, right? So all this flesh kind of just comes around her face here. Right, so it kind of comes up and then changes direction, kind of here. And then around her cheekbone, up to this eye area here. Cheekbone might have a line in there. And then we do same thing pretty much on the other side. So just a round kind of face. Like that. Bit of a cheek. There. And this goes up and she's got all hair here, so you can't really see much. So like this joins her neck. So like her neck comes down like here. Right, wide enough. Sort of neck here. You might have another skin line just on her neck here. Like so. And she has this big rope that comes around the neck, so I might as well draw that in. So it goes right around here. Around behind the back of her neck here then. It comes out the other side. Okay. So she has this old-timey kind of hat. Right, so the top of the hat is just up here. So your forehead, right, in characters like this is usually the same size as the nose kind of thing. So like this would be where, so say top of the eyebrow to the nose. That'll bring it to like where the top of the hat is, okay? So like, and proportions in general, she's kind of odd proportions, but I would say in this, we'll go eyebrow to nose, right? We'll bring you nose to chin, right? So your nose, the bottom of the nose is about halfway between eyebrows and chin. And then bottom lip is about halfway between nose and chin, right? So this sort of area, I'd say where her bottom lip starts, that's about the same as that. So nose to bottom lip, about the same as bottom lip, chin, right? And then this area is about the same as this area, roughly. Top of the eyebrow now. Bottom of the nose, top of the eyebrow. Roughly the same as top of the eyebrow to where the hat line is, top of her forehead. So then this will go down around here. And her hair will come out from this, right? So we'll just go down here for a minute. So then her fringe, so we just have all these sort of hair spikes sticking out here. And they'll eventually join side of her face, and there's like hair that comes down this way. And then it goes just down in here. So this is more fringe. And then it comes down behind this hat. And there is another part of the hat kind of here somewhere. Like a part that kind of hangs down. And then this is just like hair all here. Right, and then more fringe over this side. Just keep going with it, really. And we meet this hat thing again that kind of hangs down here. So this is the inside of the hat, right? So it comes that way around, and then this thing hangs down this way, goes back up. And I think it should go back behind the hair, just in there. So say just a bit more hair then hanging down. Like so. Right, so then the rest of this hat, I think we can see some ears sticking out or something. Say here, just in line with her eyebrow. So like top of her ear. Just like there. And then a little bit on this side as well. Right. Okay, oh, and yeah, and so her face is like all scarred up, right? So she's got like the scar coming across her face here. This goes over her cheek, down towards the lip. I think it goes onto the lip, actually. There's like all these dots and scratches and dimples and stuff. And then another scar coming out from the lip on this side as well. Lots of those like skin sores and scratches and stuff on her face, and a scar on her forehead too. Right, so texture lines maybe on the hair and things. Right, so then the rest of her hat, so we'll just go up. Kind of has a peak sort of part, like a bit that comes across here and down the other side. And then some edge lines and stitching and stuff. So just coming down here. Edge line going across this way. Something coming across this. And then the hat sticks out here and goes around the other side. And then it has some like stitching coming down the middle. Like so. Okay. So this rope has another rope. So there's a bit more hair actually, just hanging down a bit lower here. And then another rope underneath. It's got kind of an inside here, and then just to make it kind of look like rope, we'll do some of these curved lines just all on it. And here as well. We'll go the opposite direction on this one, just for fun. Okay, so shoulders, I guess. So she's got like blood splattered clothing with ropes and stuff on this side, and it comes out kind of just from behind her head here, right? So we'll go out like this, and on this side as well we'll go out this way. There's these ropes that come down, but I guess I'll just get the width of her shoulders in first. And so shoulder comes out this way. So she's quite big, muscly. So shoulder out there, right? And then that little dude is in there, but we'll get the rest done first. So coming down here, she's got some clothing that's kind of ripped and torn, tattered, coming around her chest like that, right? And it's kind of like torn, so it's got these tattered parts. Right, and then so it's exposed skin all here, so I guess we gotta put collarbone. Going across towards the shoulder, right? So your collarbone always goes towards your shoulder, and then she has this big scar with that dude coming out of it. So let's just we'll put in it roughly first. So like coming around here. So creepy as heck. So his head's like coming out here. Is that? Yeah. So he's like stuck to her, is he? Right, so it's like here. And then we've a line for her chest just here. And there's all this scarring and stuff around that. But her arm and more rope. So say this scarring actually gets a bit wider. So we'll just do the edge of that. Right, and then there's a piece of rope that comes up here, it goes around her shoulder. So if you go over anything now, you can erase. So I'll erase that shoulder line, just there. We'll add some rope. Ooh, yeah, that goes around her shoulder just there. And then her bicep, tricep sort of area comes off here. We've got like arm muscle lines there going in that way. She's got clothing on this side and rope. So there's rope that comes from behind here. It goes underneath her arm or chest, just kind of here. And then another rope just here coming out from underneath. Right, and then this will go down here, and like this is like her chest area. Right, and this is all like blood and splatters and stuff, but you'd really do that with color. And like some rope lines and things. And then her sleeve, sort of here, so you can actually see that. So it's kind of like torn a little bit coming across here. Some like fold lines and stuff. Some blood and dirt and scratches and things. And then that means the rest of her arm should go that way. Okay, so we'll just add a bit more detail to all this scarring. So like it's all gnarly and stuff here, like dark shadow in this part, because it is a cavity in her chest, right? So might be some veins and things. this is creepy as hell. Okay, so we will zoom in on our little dude down here now. So let me see. So I guess I'll do the shape for his head first. Yeah, weird. Oh god, happy Halloween. Okay, so right, so this is like all dark just around his head, right? So shape for his head, I guess. So just his head is like here, comes around this whole area, and then goes down. Here's like an ear sticking out, but we'll just go down around his jaw. Doesn't really have a jaw to speak of, but it's like an oval sort of shape. Right, and there's like an ear here somewhere sticking off, goes back in towards his head, and we got all the ear lines and stuff in it. There's like another bump like on his neck or something here, and then his shoulder comes off, goes down there. Then there's like more sort of scarring and tissue on her skin just there, right? And there's another ear sticking out just up here. Okay, so now in here, so let's see. Okay, so he's got like these beady little eyes, right? So one here. So you're thinking like the shape of like an almond or something, like one there. And then like another one, but it's kind of like smaller. Like here, and I'm sure there is some pupils and stuff inside, but very difficult to see, so I'll just go similar to her eye. And don't worry if they're not like looking in the right direction or anything, because they are quite weird. So then some like frowning kind of lines, right? So you'll just go like around there, something out the back, and some like eyelid lines, skin lines and stuff. Right, so like that, with these sort of wrinkles and skin all being pulled in weird directions, you know, real strange. And he's got all these welts and open sores and scratches and lots of texture on his skin. I think there's another eye here. There is. Creepy. Okay, so another eye like there. Some stuff around that. Okay, and his nose looks like it's like twisted, right? So it's like coming off to the side, like a tiny little thing like here. And then his mouth is all deformed as well. So like his cheeks here coming down from the nose. Going down this side as well. And then this comes across top of his mouth. It's all gnarly looking. Comes down the side. And then like down around here. Chin. And in there is all like deformed teeth and things. So let's just see what we can do. So it's like all flesh here and then teeth, right? They're all like weird. So they're not like going all in the same direction or anything. And some of them look like they're flat and some are broken a bit. And there's even some sticking out here. And like this is all like a gum line and gnarly sort of blood and everything on it. Okay, like that. Right, and then we do something similar on the other side. So just like teeth in all random positions, right? All dots and stuff on that. And you have an option out, so it's just kind of dark in here, so you can shade all in between if you want, or you can add a tongue. You know, I might just do dark. Right, and then he does have like some like neck rolls or something here, and then he's got like a hand coming out like in an awkward position, like his chest to be there, whatever kind of chest he has. Right, and then there's like more scar tissue and stuff all here. You can darken up the main line just around his head. Lots of scars and textures and stuff on these folks. Right. Then she seems to have a kettle on her back. Am I correct? Ooh, zoom out. Looks like a kettle. Just up here. So okay, so yeah, so it's like sitting on these two poles or something here. I'm going that way, I'm going that way. And then there's a strap that goes around it. But say, just to get in the right position, the top of the kettle is here, right? And it comes like down here. And there's another strap going around the back. I think it's a strap at least. And then there's like all this sort of fur or straw or something. Strange, I don't know what it is really. Looks like straw or hair. Okay, and then the lid. Just put some dots and texture on it. Lid of the pot. There, like that. And then it has a handle, which is connected by this circular part. That'll go just around the top. On the back of the head. Boom, boom, boom. And then the spout, I think, of the kettle is here. More of the straw stuff sort of sticking out here. Okay. I think that's the best I can do. And of course you can add like blood, splatter. You could put a weapon behind, coming out from behind her back if you want, kind of like the kettle, but it's down in her hand down here in the picture, so I won't add much more because the video will be crazy long. So, hope it was helpful. Dave, that is creepy as hell. Researching that freaked me out. Happy Halloween. Hope it was helpful. See you in the next one. Bye.